Hello, I'm Pastor Len Smith, one of the ministers here at Shepherd's Heart Fellowship in Osceola, Indiana. Today I'm beginning a new series, Observations about Stewardship. And of course, stewardship might be a new word for some of you. Some people talk about stewardship, some people talk about spiritual management. But in this series, we're going to be talking about how to use our time, our health, our talents, our relationships, and property, and the gospel in a partnership with God. The first thing that we're going to talk about today is, what is a steward? One definition states that a steward is a person who manages the affairs of a household or an estate for the owner. Basically, I prefer to use the word management because steward seems to be a more archaic word. But in a Christian sense, a steward is the manager of the affairs of God on earth. God has given each one of his children the ability to be a steward, a manager, and has given us abilities and talents that are unique for each one of us to use in that work. I know there's a lot of discussion. Is there a difference between a talent and a spiritual gift? Yes, I do believe that stewardship, or giving, as some people call it, is a special spiritual gift that people have, but it's not always connected with money. Sometimes it is a spiritual gift of offering time or of service. We have to remember in Christian stewardship or Christian management of life that everything we have is given to us by God. God has given us time, and everybody has a different time to serve him on this earth. Everybody has been given a degree of health, and obviously some of us are more healthy than others. We've all been given the opportunity to cultivate relationships, to use our talents, to use our property or financial resources, and we've all been given the opportunity to share the gospel. A Christian steward serves God out of love and gratitude for these gifts, knowing it's not how much we have, but what we do with what we have that is important. In Matthew chapter 10, verse 8, the verse says, "Freely you have received, freely give." Thank you for listening to this first of our series of observations about Christian stewardship, and we encourage you to tune in for others in the series. And again, if you do not have a church home, please consider worshiping with us here at Shepherd's Heart Fellowship at 10 a.m. Sunday mornings, attending Bible study at 5 p.m., or praying with us at 6 p.m. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for number 2 in our series about observations of Christian stewardship.